all's locked in. How do you make a guess? We're not gonna guess a letter. And then, so it actually disappears. And then if we guess it, which we know right now that our guess is 30, we get our winning sign here, and this button appears, which allows us to play again, and it clears our winning message and makes it so we can choose our difficulty again. So that's where we're at so far. Today, what I'd like to do is add the ability to ask for hints for the more difficult modes. So we'll be doing that with a checkbox. So the first thing we'll do is we'll put our user interface element in here. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't think we need to put in a form. We'll just make a div. Actually, it's not capitalized. Div. I swear I code faster than this when I'm by myself. I kind of slow it down for ASMR purposes. So, obviously I've looked up some information here. I have not used a checkbox element before. Not with HTML and JavaScript anyway. So I just wanted to see what the event listener was like, and I found this. I'm gonna do an on-click instead of an event listener because they said the event listener you'd be looking for is change, and I don't really want to reformat this current change event listener that I have going on. So yeah, we'll just do an on-click. But yeah, so I'll type it out because y'all don't care about the solution. It's all about the talking, the clicks and the clacks, and the typing noises and whatnot. So we'll get to it. Okay, it's an input. Got it. So input. We don't actually have to close it. I think it was type equals check. Checkbox, there we go. And oh my gosh. My fingers are tripping all over the keyboard here. It's just from like the position I'm in when I'm like talking into this microphone. I should have got a bigger boom arm. I could like reach a little further, but I don't want to drop a lot of money. This was like $50 on Black Friday, so this whole thing was pretty good. I've been happy with it so far. So, all right. So we got our input type checkbox. We'll give it an ID of I guess a hint makes sense. And then we'll do our on-click. Okay, yeah, so it's not capitalized. And in our on-click option here, we'll call a function. I'm gonna call a function. The function's gonna be called hint handler. And we actually have to call it there. Alright, so I'm gonna copy this. Copy. And let's make sure that, okay, we need a label. Let's see. Label. It's just for our label for. Let's see, label for check by. Oh, hint. There we go. We'll just say hints there. Label. Let's see if it worked. Hey, how about that? Did I do that right? Let's see. I got like a label for. Was that here? No, it was here. Label for. Yeah, I did that right. Cool. Didn't actually need to double check because it was working. So right now this doesn't do anything because our hint handler is not defined. So we'll go into our JavaScript file here and we'll throw this in. This is our submit handler. Let's put it in under our guess handler. Gotta name it function. Drop a control V there. Hint handler. And we're gonna open it up. I don't want that space there. Bugs me. So let's just make sure that this works. So I'm gonna use a good old trusty console.log. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Worked. Spelled wrong and everything. Gonna run it. If we click it, we get worked. So it fires off when we check it or uncheck it, which is great. So now what we need to do, let's see. I think what they did was they did a document get element by ID, and we're looking for. Whoa, don't need to spread that one out. We're looking for hint, and we're gonna store that in a variable. We'll call it hinter. There we go. And we gotta sometimes I get stuck in Python mode. I gotta like switch context. So what we do is we check if hinter dot checked triple equals true. Well, then we'll do a thing, and else we'll do another thing. So actually, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. I'm tired of typing out console.log, so I'm gonna bring a little Python into this. There we go. Okay. Print stuff, and we're just gonna do like console.log stuff. Okay. I like this better. Don't get this confused. I'm cheating. I brought in a Python function. I think it'll work. Print checked, and then we'll do print unchecked. And I know, just for the consistency, I usually like using it feels more efficient. Alright, let's see if this works. Hint checked. Unchecked. Checked. Unchecked. Cool. I'm gonna move my print function all the way up to the top. There we go. I like my print function. So we're in our hint handler. So this now registers if it's unchecked or checked. So what we want to do, I think, is we want to add hints. So there's a place in our make guess function, I believe, where we will check to see if this box is checked. I think the easiest way to do that would just be to add a bit here. This dot has hints on, or actually, I'll just say, yeah, we'll call it that. If game dot has hints on, there we go, and we'll start it off at false. Cool. So that's what we'll do. Here we will, instead of, well, actually we'll leave that there for right now. But we'll just say game dot game dot, I had a brain fart there for a second. Game dot has hints on equals true. There we go. And then we'll do the opposite. Oh, I need all that. Drop that to here. I'm gonna make that false. So what our hint handler does essentially is it just checks, it changes has hints on to true or false. So we'll run it and see, make sure we don't get any error messages. Cool. And I think what we'll do is we'll check game dot has hints on. There we go. Same down here. Has hints on. We'll run it. And cool. So it does exactly what it's supposed to do. This function turns hints on or off. So we can get rid of our print functions in here. We've got a simple little hint handler which fires off because we put this on click bit in here. As you can see, we're just calling the function right there, and so it just like reaches in here, fires it off. So we've got a spot here where we're making guesses, right? This is already checking stuff, so maybe we'll do that here. Actually, should we? Maybe we could add a method to the game. Toggle options, toggle mode. Now, technically, we probably could have put the. Nah. I like that the hint handler is separate. I like that it's not part of the class. just changes something on the class. So, but for hints I believe are part of the game in my mind. So we'll say, I shouldn't think about it too hard. I should just start coding stuff out and see what happens. Except I do need to plan it out, actually. I'm just going back and forth here. This is if you're new to coding, this is kind of what it is. If you see people that are just like blowing through and like writing stuff, I don't know, either they know what they're doing, they've done it 100 times before or whatever, but if you're trying to make something new, like I didn't plan this. Okay, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna focus. So, if guess equals magic number, well, we won't need a hint, right? If they get it right, we don't need a hint there. So I think what we could do is in our else, because see here, they're saying the number is not the number, or this is not the number. This is where we'll want to put our hints. Yeah. Okay. I wonder. I might need to make like a separate function. Because what I'm thinking, what I need to do is. Here, I'll just build it out in here, and if it looks too messy, I'll move it into its own function, which. Sorry, I bumped the microphone. I'll probably end up doing it, but so what I want to do is say I want a variable else let output equal, and it starts off as nothing, right? So I would say like if game, so somebody's getting a phone call. Better answer that phone. Okay. If game dot has hands on. See, that's why I named it like that. If you read that, you know exactly what's going on. If game has hands on. I don't know why I could copy pasted that, but alright. So we'll tab this out a little bit. Okay. So what do we want to do? Output. Actually, no. Let's call this string output. There we go. String output. Well, what we're trying to do is we want to add that. So here. Alright. So at first we'll say oh, and I can't obviously I can't use a space here. There we go, string output. Oh my gosh. I'm like better. I don't usually talk when I'm coding. And I don't know, I guess I'm self-conscious. Because like 12 people are going to watch this. Actually, I think I could just, I could just put this in there. Okay. Because that's gonna be in there regardless. And then what we'll do, if you can, this will make it very clear what I'm doing. We'll just say, string output. So output dot inner HTML equals string output. And we would actually put this stuff outside of this if. There we go. So that's us up for success here. So if game dot has hints on, what we'll do, I am going to probably turn this into a function, or no, a method, but I want to check for hints. So if game, I'm just chit-chatting to myself. If game dot has hints on, what do we want to do? Well, we want to check and see if the number is greater than or less than our input, our guess. And if it is, we will get a hint. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna say game dot check check guess. There we go. And I think what we'll do is we'll actually store that in a variable. We'll say, we'll call the variable hint. There we go. And then actually we'll make some room here. There we go. And we'll set this up so it should just do what it's supposed to do. And we'll say string output plus, I can't remember with a string if I need to use a plus equals or not, but I think just a plus will work. Because I mean, that's what I'm doing up here. Why would it be any different? Okay. Guess is not the number. String output plus equals hint. Okay. So theoretically, what we've done here, if they guess it, it just goes through the winning logic. Boom. Otherwise, we have a string which starts out as guess is not the number. And if the hints are off, it just puts that out like it is right now. If the hints are on, what we'll do is we'll check the hint in our game.check guess methods. Or maybe we'll say like get hint. There we go. I like that. That sounds better. Game.get hint. Game.get hint. And we'll store that in the hint variable, and we'll add the hint variable to string output, and then it'll pop down here. So hopefully that makes sense. This is kind of nasty, but it's okay. So we're gonna add a method to our class now. Then we got toggle mode, toggle options. Let's just we'll just drop it. Yeah, we'll put it above toggle mode. We'll say, what do we call it? Get hint. There we go. Cool. And so, as I'm making coming in here. So the number that we're checking for the winning conditions will now get checked to see if it is greater. Yeah, alright. And then we already have the magic number available in our class. So we have everything we need to work with. So this would be fairly straightforward. We would say if guess is greater than this dot magic number, first what we'll do is we'll we don't have to console log things anymore. We'll print guess higher. There we go. And well, that's really all we would have to do. So we don't really need any other logic if it's greater than guess higher. Otherwise, guess lower. Print guess. Still gotta pass it in as a string. There we go. Guess lower. There we go. So yeah, let's see if this works. And actually, it won't work. So, or well, maybe it will. Let's see. We'll turn hints on. We'll put it on medium. I think because we're not returning anything, I think maybe it might spaz out, but it might also just return like something weird, like JavaScript does. We'll guess 2. The number is 40. Submit. 2 is not the number. Guess lower. That seems incorrect. Let's see if guess is greater than. Right. I messed that up because I was talking. There we go. Obviously, if the guess is greater than this dot magic number, well then you'd want to guess lower. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. I'm gonna set it to hard. Oh man, 90. Alright. Let's guess 5. Submit. Guess 5 is not the number. We did not get our guess higher. Why did we not? We just have guess. Where is that even coming from? Let's see. What went wrong here? 3 is not the number. Guess higher. Where's the guess coming from? Oh, right here. So we'll get rid of that. Why did I even have that in there? Who knows these things? Okay. Let's try that again. Hints. Actually, if hints are off, what happens? Submit. Nothing. Alright, we turn hints on. Guess the same number. Guess higher. Okay, well, it's between 1 and 10. We'll do 8. Guess higher than 8. console log the correct thing. What we want to do now is actually we can just yeah, we can just return guess lower. But we'll be a little nicer. We'll say try guessing lower. And same here. Try guessing higher. There we go. We'll get rid of our print statement. We'll just return. There we go. Okay. Let's make it exciting. There we go. Run it. And let's see. Go back into hard mode. 78 is our number. If we guess something, no hints are on. Cool beans. We don't get a hint. If hints are on, let's guess 34 again. Oh, bummer. You do not do the thing I thought it would do. 5 hints. Guess 7. 7 is not the number. Okay, so what I wanted to do is put the string why would that not work? Got our handler here. Guess handler. Make a guess. Okay, so if you guess it, else you've got string output equals guess plus is not the number. The string blank is not the number. Or guess is not the number. Hint equals game.get hint. Guess game.get hint. So I did call it get hint. It is fed the guess. And it should be returning a string. So sorry, I'm flipping around here. Let's make a sip of some bone broth here. Okay. So let string output equal guess plus maybe I do have to do that. Equals hint. So let's find out. It's in easy mode. Oh, how about that? I did, so it turns out I did need the plus equals. I'm so sorry, I bumped the microphone again. So that's cool. If hints are on, 4 is not the number. Try guessing higher. So we'll guess 7. 7's not the number. Try guessing lower. Cool beans. Well, the number 6. 6, sweet. 6 was the number. Alright. And we don't get like a higher or lower prompt, which is good. Let's see. Oh, right. We don't get that because could simplify this. I don't need to store this in a variable, but I like it to make sure that, because I could just say like this. We'll get rid of this. Control C. Right, so I'll try it, but I'm pretty sure I can do it like this. Hence, number 5, we'll guess 4. Cool. Yeah, 4 is not the number, try guessing higher. So you can do it this way, it looks less messy to me. You could also like pull this out. Actually, let's just say, yeah, function. I can't remember in the one. Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. JavaScript naming conventions. All the different programming languages have different naming conventions. Some of them are enforced, and some of them are not. First name, so camel case for variables and functions. All names start with a letter, yeah, that makes sense. Space around operators, sounds good to me. Looking for functions. Okay, so they also use camel case and functions. Cool, that's what I've been doing. Just wanted to check. What was I gonna do here? Because in Python we like to use underscores. So this would be like you win. It's not an underscore. There we go. And I like this. To me, this is like easier to read than when you do that. I am just going to pull this stuff out. And put it in here. There we go. So now we have a UN function, and that cleans this up a little bit. I guess maybe we should UN. I mean, we don't need to make it a function. But if we do, it just kind of like simplifies what's going on here. Let's see, maybe we should even make it a class. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not even entirely sure that I should do this in the game class, but you know, it works. We'll leave it how it is. I just wanted to get that out there, and actually, just to clean it up a little bit more, we'll do a function. You lose. There we go, and we'll put that in there. We'll get this out of there. We'll just say you lose. Okay. String output. We'll just try. I just want to see. I think I need to do a little bit more. Yeah. String output is not defined, right? Because we have that right there. We'll just give that. There we go. We'll just pass it in. Copy. You lose. String output. String output. And we gotta make sure we pass it in here. Output. There we go. String output, string output. Okay. Let's see if that ties up all the. What happens here? I guess. Hey. Whoa. Okay. Object HTML input element was the number. Right. Because we are not passing it the guess. We don't need to pass the guess. We just need we don't need a guess. We just need game dot magic number. There we go. I think that will do it. A little bit of code refactoring there, just a little bit. 38. 3. Okay, 3 is not the number. Try guessing higher. 33. No, try guessing higher. Let's make sure. 39. Submit. Oh, try guessing lower. Okay. What if we guess 38? Not 338. Submit. Hey, you guessed it. 38 was a number. Play again. Cool. There's one more thing I want to do. I want to turn hints off. And this. Yeah. So we'll just do this dot has hints on equals false flash. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Alright. I just want to see if that'll actually work, or if this button stays checked. 6 is the number. Boom. 6 is the number. Okay. So that's, gosh, I don't know what that was. It's a thing. Let's see. I want to clear, checkbox dot checked equals false. Okay. What? Reset. What do I need to do? So I guess one thing I want to try here. If you win, here we're manipulating the HTML, so maybe I'll do something there. I wonder if I can do let's see. Okay, we'll do a good old So we can get rid of this. Actually, do I need to get rid of that? Here, we'll just call this hinter. I just want to see if this works. Okay, where was that? Where was that? Here, we'll spread this out a little bit. Okay. Hinter and handler. Okay. So let's just comment this out. We'll see if this still works. Run. Yeah. 4. Okay. It appears to work. What happens when we turn it off? 4. Okay. Sweet. So we don't need this here anymore. And now we have a global variable for our hint check marks, so we should be able to. I wonder if we can do this. I'd say like hinter dot checked, right, equals false. I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna try it though. Hinter dot checked equals false. Yeah. Alright. We know the number is 3, so we'll guess 5. Obviously, that's not right. 3. You guessed it. Oh, and our hints are unchecked. Very cool. We'll play again. We'll make sure that hints are not. Actually, let's go into hard mode. Not that it matters. Submit. 6 is not the number. Okay, hints are off. We'll turn them on. We'll do a guess. 8 is not the number. Try guessing higher. Okay. It's between 1 and 100. Let's guess 50. 50 is not it, so try guessing lower. Okay. 25. Try guessing higher. Okay, so it's between 25 and 50. 25 and 50. What's like halfway between 25 and 50? Yeah, 35, obviously. Oh, guessing lower. Okay, so, okay. We know it's 29. There we go. We guessed it, and our hint box is unchecked. Cool beans. So that works. What, I feel like while I was doing this, I want to, let's see. HTML, clear. Clear form on submit. There we go. Okay, try to do a few different ways based on searches I've done on the subject. For some reason I can't get it to work. Just want my text inputs and text area to clear after I hit the submit button. Okay, so looks like they just have like a documented dot thingamabobber dot reset. The form is being submitted already as your button is typed submit, which in most browsers would result in a form submission and loading of the server response rather than executing JavaScript on the page. Change the type of the submit button to a button. Also, as this button is given the ID submit, will cause a conflict with JavaScript's submit function. Change the ID of this button. Try something like type button value submit. Okay, so I think it sounds like I might need to do a little bit more to the HTML. I do just want to, let's see, because we have our input. I just want our input to clear. Got our output mode. Again, the hint output. Where do we actually, so submit handler. Let's go to our submit handler here. I'm having to get re-familiar with this code. Let's see. You lose make ask as handler, hint handler, mode handler. Got our choice there. The input guess handler. Okay. Let ID equal e dot target ID. I wonder. Guess handler. I don't think we're actually grabbing. Let's see. Guess handler. There it is. Let input equal. Okay. So I just want to try this. It sounds like from what I read, it's not going to work. But I should be able to do input dot reset. Is that kind of what they were doing? Yeah. Firm dot reset. Return false. Prevent page refresh. Alright, we're gonna run it. So I'm just gonna type something. Hang on a minute. There we go. I'm gonna type something into, and I broke it. So sounds like they did something like that. Maybe. No, didn't work. Okay, so it sounds like what we need to do actually is alter our HTML a little bit, because right now we have the input type submit, and it sounds like we need to, what do they say? Okay, okay. Input type button value submit, and they're using like on click versus an event listener, aren't they? Yeah, maybe it'll still work. We'll do let's see if the rest of it works. Nope. Type button. Value submit. Let's see if ID equals input. E.target ID. I just want to see if the submit handler still fires off. We'll print worked. There we go. We'll run it. So submit. Okay, so it's like it's not working. You'll have to reset. I'm not using jQuery on this one, so let's see. I'm gonna look through this a bit more. I'll leave that there. Let's back up on our editing here. So make sure it works. Okay. So we'll do a little bit more. There we go. Dot reset. Resets all values. Form object reset. Okay. I mean, I don't feel like I learned anything new here, but let's just. I just want to like pop this in here. In the submit handler. This fires off. The submit handler fires off the guess handler. Guess handler is right here. Okay. So after we collect the value of the guess, I don't think this doesn't seem any different to me. Seems a bit redundant too. I don't think it's gonna work. Right. Do I need to prevent default? Is that all I'm missing here? No. Okay. Goodness. Now I just feel silly. I don't know how to, can't seem to figure out how to empty form data. Wait, if I'm getting it, I'm getting the value, right? Getting the value input. So here we're getting the dot value. Number. I wonder if I could just say like input. Oh my gosh. Input dot value equals nothing. What do you think? You think that'll work? set the value. Oh my god. This is the question. S dot value equals new value. What's this? For the text areas are rendered to the page. Look at the nil. Okay. Not sure. Set attribute. That sounds about right. Class, demo class. Set attribute. Element does attribute. Attribute value. Okay. Seems like I could. Okay. I'm gonna try that. This is probably like super hacky. Input dot set attribute. Is that right? Yeah. Input dot set attribute. We want the value. To be nothing. And I don't know, it seems like it needs a string. Class, demo class. Okay. So we want value to be nothing. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see what happens here. Oh, it's still reloaded. Dang it. Goodness. Dang it. Empty form on submit. I don't think this is the one that I. Okay. I know this is continually asked anew. Yeah. Well, that makes me feel a little less silly. But yeah, see, this is everything I thought. You can access the form over the event e.target.reset. That's okay, that might get us somewhere. We'll leave that alone. There we go. So let's do that e.target.reset. Run. Bummer. Oh, actually, there we go. We need to. Yeah, we'll put it down there. And then we'll run. And because 4 is not the number. Oh snap. I think it worked. 8 is not the number. 9 is not the number. What is our number? 9 to 10's the number. Cool. Awesome. So, all of that, digging around, I think that that's gonna be it for today. So, let's see, I'm gonna zoom out. I know that there's only like 12 people watching this video, but it's fine. It's mostly this, for me, this is just practice getting back into JavaScript, like front end stuff. So it's just practice. I figured I'd make some ASMR videos with it, since I'm just like spending all this time messing around doing this stuff anyway. But if you are following along here at the end of the video, you can pause it, and your code should look like this. This seems to be the working code. Go down below line 41. There we go. You can pause it here. Compare. Go down below line 80. There we go. You can pause it here and compare. And crap, where were we? 80 down to 120. Got 120 to 159. Man, this is kind of silly. 200 lines for a guessing game. And there's the bottom of it. So, and we have our HTML. You can see it all right there. So this is the working code. We spent an hour, and really all we did, we added this hint button. So we'll run it. This is our game so far. We can choose. Actually, let's see. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of our console logs here. Yeah. All right. We're gonna full on try to guess the number. Oh, we know that the game mode works. Okay. I think that's. Where is the show coming from? Let's look for it. Show. I feel like that's probably in our toggle thing. Yep, there it is. Okay. Right. Okay, so now we have no hints. Let's do an easy one first. We'll guess a number between 1 and 10. Start with, actually, let's turn hints on. So we'll start with 5. Submit. 5's not the number, I guess higher. We'll go with 7. Higher than 7, so we'll go with 9. 9 was the number. Cool beans. So we can turn hints on or off. That works. And if we win, the hint box automatically gets unchecked. And also now, when we submit a guess, our form clears itself. 4's not the number. Let's get a hint on this next one. 5. Guess higher. 8. Oh, higher than 8. Oh, it's 9. It's gotta be 9. There we go. Cool. Actually, I want to do one on hard mode with hints. And I guess the next JavaScript addition I do to this, but so we've got hints, we've got a difficulty mode. We can play, I guess I will keep track of the number of hints. And the different modes will make the number of hints you have get either like greater or smaller, and each guess will subtract. And if you get to the end, well, then you haven't guessed it, then you lose. It's probably not a huge. I feel like it won't even be any like HTML stuff there, really. Well, except for like rendering the amount of guesses you have. Alright, I want to play a game, one game on hard with hints. We're gonna start obviously with 50, and it's higher than 50. 70, higher than 70. Let's go 85. Oh, so it's between 70 and 85. Let's just do 80. Lower than 80, so it's between 80 and 75. 77. Boom. We got it. Cool. So we have a functional game here. Oh, I didn't realize, was that down there the whole time? I really didn't know. Let's see. No, it wasn't. Okay, cool. That's it. This video's probably way longer than it should have been given the content, but nobody's watching this to learn how to program anyway. Hopefully this helped you relax, fall asleep, whatever you needed to get from it. I hope you got it. Yeah, so until next time, I hope you have a great day. Goodbye. I love you.